have qualified for the UGC NET examination in January 2026.
That's absolutely fine, Batullah. So do you have any exposure in any of the technical institute where you're supposed to teach soft skill and communicative English?
No,
Do you
ma'am,
have
I
any
don't
idea?
have. No, ma'am, I don't have any idea. But in my present college where I am teaching, I have taught a paper that was based on the communication skills, so I know a bit about it.
You know a bit about it.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
can you just explain me in simple words? I mean, if you go to a soft skill class,
Yes,
maybe
ma'am.
your first day in a soft skill class, how will you just open the session with your students and explain them the difference between soft skill and hard skill?
Ma'am, when it comes to the soft skill, as much as I know about this, we have to be vocal, we have to speak. Our voice modulation is something that matters the most. And regarding hard skill, ma'am, I have to read it in detail.
Anything from your common sense. And this is nothing very difficult, hard skill. I mean, very candidly speaking, that this was the first question that was asked to me, that Lena, give me the difference between hard skill and soft skill.
Sorry, ma'am, I have to read about this.
Actually, it is nothing. I'll explain it to you later. Okay, fine. So, you think that soft skill is only about voice modulation and what did you say? Only voice modulation?
Voice modulation, personality, our body, posture, gestures, all of this fall under this.
So voice modulation, gesture, posture, this everything comes under non-verbal communication, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is the essential difference between verbal communication and non-verbal communication?
Ma'am, verbal communication is something where we only use the words. The communication here is done through the words. And when it comes to the non-verbal communication, it is mostly about how we are speaking, our dressing sense, if we are making the eye contact with the interviewer or not, and how we speak, our gestures, body language, all of this, I think, ma'am, play a very important role when it comes to the non-verbal communication. People are not mostly aware about the non-verbal communication, but we are going to teach to the technical colleges to make the students aware about these things.
Nowadays, under NEP, this soft skill or ELT is gradually becoming a part of the English honors, or we can say the major curriculum.
Yes,
so, if you say that no one is aware of this non-verbal communication in 2026, then I think this will not be a very justifiable statement, because everyone knows about non-verbal communication. Basic communication skill is there in almost 70% students, compared to the quality of students that we used to get in 2007, 8 at that time. Nowadays, students are more focused. They are well aware of it. So, since you are a student of literature, so do you think that literature can also be used, different examples can also be used in the voice modulation class, or while discussing with them about nonverbal communication, that is posture, gesture, and something about presentation? So do you think we can give examples? Since we love literature, we are all literature students. So how do you think you can develop interest among the students to read literature, the basic text, the fictions, non-fictions, and that can be used in their day-to-day communication skill? Do you think it's possible?
Yes, ma'am. When it comes to fiction and non-fiction, there are many self-help books that we find which help us to develop on an individual level, to develop the confidence that people lack. Even there are several literary texts like The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Texts like this motivate us a lot. So these can also be prescribed to the students to develop their confidence. And the presentations that students in the literature often do presentations and all of drama. So these examples can also be used to teach them about their body languages and everything.
That's absolutely fine, Batullah. Batullah, just imagine you are in a class of maybe 40 students in a language lab class. You should be aware of the softwares also that are used. I think Pritesh sir is well aware of the Bojboj Institute. Before going to the institute, you should know that whether they use oral software or any other software in the language lab. So you are in a class of 40 students because 40 consoles are there in any lab. So these 40 students are not from, all are not from the English medium background. Okay?
Yes.
So some are from Hindi medium, some are from Bengali medium, and some have a tendency to speak in mixed language, that is Hindi and English together. So do you think it is challenging? It's a challenging environment, or do you think it's challenging to deal with this kind of students? Or because you are going to deal with the engineering students who are not at all interested in English, not at all interested. So it will be initially, I mean, they are disinterested in language lab class. They have a different kind of opinion that why do we need to study this? So the very first day that you enter in this class and you face the students, 40 students, and it's a completely a mixed culture is there, a mixed temperament is there. So how will you address these students?
Ma'am, I think because these students are coming from different backgrounds, if I have to go in the bilingual mode or multilingual mode, that won't be a problem because I can speak Bengali and Hindi and English, all these languages very well. So I can deal with these bilingual or multilingual students. And regarding how will I address them the very first day, I think we have to focus on the whys. Why do they need to learn these things? And if they understand this why, then I think they will be able
Let me
to
interrupt here, Batullah. They are well aware why they want to learn it. They are extremely smart. How will you deal with these smart students? I have faced these situations from my personal experience. I'm sharing with you. How will you face these students?
Ma'am, I don't have any idea regarding this.
Anyways, I'll share with you
Yeah,
this.
okay.
I'll definitely share. Pritesh, I think I'm done with Batullah.
Okay.
Yes, Pritesh?
Yes.
Am I
Okay.
audible?
So since you asked most of the questions, I'll just limit myself to one or two things that uh, I think can be asked in the interview as well. So, Sneha, are you aware of the syllabus of this
Yes,
institute?
sir. Yes, sir. I have gone through it.
Where did you find it?
Sir, I did not find that syllabus as such, but I tried to Google the general syllabus of a communicative English that can be seen in the technical colleges. So, on the basis of that, I have.
So, in which semesters are you going to teach English communication?
Sir, as far as I have seen till now, in the first semester and in the second semester, these papers have been prescribed. The communication
Okay,
skill papers.
can you name any one particular topic from that syllabus?
Only one particular topic. Yes, sir. Communication.
You mean the definition of communication?
Communication and group discussion.
Communication and group discussion.
Yes.
Okay, usually how many students, how many learners will make a particular group in your class?
Sir, 8 to 12 people.
8 to 12.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. And what are your salary expectations?
Sir, around 25 to 30,000.
Hmm. Okay, all right. Just one more thing. Uh, what is the
Pritesh,
difference?
let me interrupt here once.
Hmm.
Why so less salary? Why did she say 25 to 30,000?
We will give her the feedback after she makes n number of mistakes. Okay, so last question from my end, and this is kind of a rapid fire thing. So, what is the difference between a homonym and a synonym?
So homonym are the words that have same spelling and same pronunciation but have a different meaning. And synonym are the words where we use same words for like a similar word can be said in two or three different words.
Okay, all right. Sneha, we are done with you right now.
Okay, sir.
Now we next. Who wants to go next? You may switch off your video, but you stay
Okay.
in the
Thank you,
meeting.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Bye bye. Okay. Next is
Some
Rupsha.
like yes,
Ruksha.
Yes, Rupsha Banerjee.
yes, ma'am.
So, Pritesh, should I go first?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Okay.
Rupsha, your video is very grainy.
It's
Yes,
blurred, I
sir.
think.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay, fine. That's not an
ma'am,
issue. If it's a technical thing, then there's nothing that we can do. Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, Ruksha.
hello, ma'am.
So, how are you, Ruksha?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
I'm absolutely good. So, Ruksha, how do you feel now after coming to this interview?
I'm quite nervous.
You're quite nervous.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
I don't know, but yes, I'm quite nervous. Yeah.
So, is this your first interview?
No, ma'am, it's not my first interview. I've already worked as an assistant professor at Brainware University and also resource person at Sadhu Ramchand Murmu University of Jharkhand.
Okay. So, you have exposure in two colleges, two universities rather. So, you have faced undergraduate students already. So,
Yes,
you shouldn't be nervous at all.
I know, ma'am, but still I'm feeling nervous today.
Okay, so let's overcome the nervousness now. So you are meeting me for the first time, right? Although my video is not, I'm so sorry that I cannot show myself. So we are meeting on a virtual platform for the first time. So,
Yes, ma'am.
Rupsha, how would you like to introduce me? I mean, yourself to me. The first word that I have come to know about you is you are extremely nervous. So, other than that, how would you like to introduce yourself to me? Let us break the ice now.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm Ruksha Banerjee. Currently, I am pursuing PhD in English from the University of Bardwan. And I completed my MA in English Literature from Rabindra Bharati University and also qualified NET. I have work experience too. I have worked as an assistant professor at Brainware University, where I used to teach students soft skills and also worked as a resource person at Sadhu Ramchand Murmu University of Jharkhand, where I used to teach literature. And my research area is diaspora studies and post-colonial studies and gender studies. And here and here I look for yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can go on.
Oh, here I look forward to contribute my knowledge and experience while growing and also by growing and be enriched with this academic environment.
Okay, that's absolutely fine, Ruksha.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just Ruksha, can you just give me 1 second? I just need to take one call, then I'll come back to you.
Sure, I can
Okay.
continue from here. Uh, so, Rupsha, are you aware of the syllabus of this institution?
Yes, sir.
So, in which semesters are you going to teach?
Sir, first semester,
Only first semester?
or I can teach second or third semester as well.
No, I'm asking according to the syllabus, which semesters do you teach English communication? Because in third semester there is no English communication. Have you
Yes.
gone through the syllabus?
Yes, I have gone through the syllabus.
Okay. So you should have had seen that there is no English communication classes in the third semester. Okay. Um, so Rupsha, uh, can you give me a demo of 1 or 2 minutes on any topic from the syllabus that you have gone through?
Okay, sir. For sir, I can select extempo or group discussion.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Uh, uh, for extem, sir, I'm sorry, I have not prepared any demo for this mock interview now. So,
Okay, no problem. Um, I hope you can relate to this that the students nowadays are very reluctant to come to the classes. The same is happening in the
yes.
engineering colleges also. What is your solution for student absenteeism?
In the class, I will give them application based or interactive teaching in the class, so then they can get interest. Like I will discuss about the extempore, or I will give them activities like extempore group discussion where they can interact with each other, and also performance based activities so they can get interest in the class.
But what if they do not turn up in the class? They are interacting all the time amongst themselves on Facebook and Instagram and Discord and Snapchat and all those things. They don't need the classroom to interact amongst each other. How are you going to bring the students back to the classroom? What is your solution regarding it? If there is any, according to you.
So, I will motivate them and give them or aware them that why this is important, and though they know it's important, English is very important, but I will suggest them that to come to the class and for practice or
Okay, all right. Since Dr. Bhaduri is back, she can take up from here.
So continuing with the question that was given by Pritesh sir. So how will you bring a solution, right, for the absentees? So what is your suggestion? What do you
I will
think is the best to motivate the students? How will you motivate them?
I will give them application based activities or some interesting activities so that they can get interest in the class.
What are the interesting activities that you can give in the class? What do you think can be is suitable for you then?
Ma'am, role play, I would suggest role play because they get interested sometimes in drama or anything. So the role play will be
That is a brilliant idea. Role play. And anything else?
and some other activities based on or for improving their skills like soft skills or
Improving their
communication.
soft skills. Okay. Uh, how do you think this team building spirit can be developed in the class? They need to learn.
Sorry, ma'am, could you please?
How do you think this team building spirit can be developed in the class? Or what is the function of a team? Why do they need to know what is the function of a team and how to work in a team? What are the activities do you think that you can give them which can help them to work in a team and get back that positive vibe in the class?
Group discussion will be
Group discussion.
yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
Role play also group discussions and role play, and also there are another activities.
Other activities are also there. You need to go through it once.
Yes.
Okay, you need to go through it once. Okay, so one last question from my end. Puksha, why do you think we are going to select you?
Ma'am, because I have experience in teaching soft skill classes, and also I can contribute my research and research experience and teaching experience here. So,
Okay, Rusha, thank you very much.
thank you.
Uh, okay, so who wants to go next? Antara or Srijan? Srijan, are you here? If you are speaking, you're on mute, Srijan. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, but we also want to see you.
Uh, all right, sir. I'll just turn on my camera. Just
Yes, okay. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Once he turns on his camera, you can go ahead and then I will follow.
Sure.
am I visible?
Yeah, you are both visible and audible.
All right.
Hello, Srijan.
Hello, ma'am. It's
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. So, Srijan, this is the first time you're coming to this institute?
Yes, ma'am. This is my first time.
Okay. So, do you like this institute?
Well, I hope it's a good place. I haven't visited the place yet, so I hope I like the vibe over there with the students and like a friendly environment. So, yes, that's all I can
You
say.
like it? Okay. So, let us come back to the interview. Um, Srijan, you're coming here to teach the students of the first sem and the third sem, right? How many semesters you're going to teach here?
Well, from the previous conversations, as I heard from Pritesh sir, and like as the syllabus says that there are only first two semesters in the syllabus that we need to teach. So I
That is
guess,
first sem and third sem is there in the syllabus.
well, actually I heard he said the first two semesters, not the
Okay.
third one. Yes, and so I guess so. that's the 2 semesters that I would need to teach.
And any idea about the syllabus?
Yes, the syllabus currently focuses on basic uh, English, like the basic parts of communication, the basic basic behavior and use of phonetics, English phonetics that can be used, and like all these the most technical and basic skills that can be acquired in a short time. So these are there. Besides, there are also other components. Like I think these are divided in 3 to 4 modules. Uh, yes, there's a speaking, then there's a group discussion, and uh, the comprehension reading part. So yes, there are divisions in modules. So I guess I have to teach part by part each of these modules, and there are tasks determined for each of these modules. So we have to take it accordingly.
Okay, okay, that's absolutely brilliant. So, Srijan,
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
have any idea about the LSRW skills?
Yes, I think by LSRW it means listening, speaking, reading, and writing. In a basic communicative English environment, these are the 4 important components which are mostly focused on. So yes, I mean that's the basic knowledge that I can say for now. And like I said, there are like various modules divided according to which the curriculums need to be taught. So that's it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Srijan, in a
Yes, ma'am.
soft skill class, what do you think is the most important thing in any soft skill class?
As per my opinion, I think in a soft skill class, as a student, someone would like to uh, look up on the, the perceive the way the class is done and the environment is maintained, because I believe, as I have been a student myself in a class environment, I believe this is one crucial aspect that we need to keep in mind, because with other things coming into consideration, uh, these are some of the things that might not always be, what can I say, like physically observable, but this is something that can be felt around within the surroundings. It keeps one motivated. So I guess the thing of how to perceive something, like what is being taught before everyone in the class, what is being done on the board, and how the approach is taken. Like, all these are very important part that should be considered while in a teaching experience. So that's my opinion.
That's your opinion. Phonetics is a part of the syllabus, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you think it will be challenging to teach phonetics to the engineering students? Because they definitely need to know the pronunciation and they have to speak in neutral accent whenever they communicate with anyone, because most of the students, they have a tendency to work in the IT sectors. So they need to know the Navy call list. They have to understand the accent, right? And the
Yes.
tone when they have the interaction with the client. So,
Hmm.
will it be difficult to introduce phonetics to them, or would you like to introduce that in a unique way to the students? Do you have any idea how to introduce phonetics to the students?
Yeah. So professionally, I haven't taught anyone like this before, like how to introduce the kind of phonetics that is being used in various workspaces. But I think like based on different profession and work sphere, the phonetics matters. I mean, it's different for every role. For every role, it's unique and different. So to introduce someone about phonetics of how to perceive about that particular application or that job. At first, I think it's crucial to understand where is the standpoint of the student. I mean, basically, what is his or her status, how much he can perceive the language, the behavior, the way of speaking, the way of communicating, depends upon how fast or how slow he can take, and like on which topic he is going to communicate about. So like all these are very important things to know before we can proceed. So as soon as we know what is the status of the student, like is he being able to uh, communicate properly, or there are some errors, or if there is a space for improvement like that are needed at that particular point, and how much improvement there is needed. Depending upon that, we can teach the various accents, like what to say at when and around which place, how to communicate with a client, how to deal, how to sound like dealership, like how to behave when you go in a dealership. Like these are all like various ways. Like as far as I know, that various of these they demand yes their own separate ways of communicating and exposure. So like these are important. There are a lot of things that comes into the background when teaching these phonetics. Like we have to consider all these contexts that come into like
So you mean to say the context is important, the
Yes.
ambience is important,
Yes,
the students' attitude is important,
exactly.
and how they accept phonetics as a part of their syllabus.
Yes,
And
exactly.
these are all the these are all the points that should be considered before introducing phonetics to the students, right?
Yes, because once we know the current environment of the class or the current progressive status of the student, it would be easier to handle this thing, because after getting to know the situation, then we can create a space in the classroom. Like we can create an ambience like that, just like you said. We can then start these smaller tasks. We can start this communication with each other. Then we as a teacher, we can teach them the actions where it is needed, like give them practical life experience, take from practical life examples. So all these are part of the component, I believe. So if these things are done in a very minute way, because I think these are the very like the smaller, like the smallest unit of this component for communication. So I think it is possible to be progressive in this field. Yes, and you can do you can do communication in a very flawless way after you master all these things. Like, that's
Thank
what
you, Srijan. Thank you so much for your wonderful answers. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Pritesh, you may proceed now.
Yes. Srijan, can you suggest any books that you will forward as suggested reading in the classroom for business communication, for communicative English in your classroom for the first semester, or the second semester, or the third semester, whatever?
Yes, as far from my knowledge of the syllabus, uh, I have a reference list for myself, and I think that the classroom can primarily follow this syllabus for having a basic understanding, a basic knowledge of communication and phonetics and all, like report writing and everything. That's whatever it is included in the syllabus. Like, firstly, like I have this, I would suggest my students to go through uh, Mark McCormack's Communication. This is a book, and there are other books as well, like John Mitchell's How to Write Reports, and there are other resource materials like Model Business Letters by Gartscheid. There is this Longman Dictionary of Contemporary English. I mean, all these are very basic materials that the class can follow, and I think the way it is given there is in a very plain and lucid language, so like the students can easily accommodate to it. So yes, I guess these are the starters for starting to study about this course and
Okay.
the syllabus, basically the syllabus.
All right. Thank you for that. Shujan, where do you live?
Currently, I am living in Howrah.
Okay. So, do you think you'll be able to commute all the way from Howrah to Bojboj? It's quite a distance from Howrah.
No, actually, I have gone to Bosbos before. It's not like that I am going for the first time.
Hmm.
I usually take up the train route, and since I have gone there, I think managing the time won't be much difficult because, like, I have traveled to far away places from my place. So Bosbos is quite near as compared to that, as compared to the other locations that I have gone so far. So yeah, I guess it will be just fine for me.
Okay. So, since you are a fresher, since you mentioned that you do not have much experience, much exposure, so would you accept the basic salary that the institution will provide to you to begin with?
Yes, I would completely accept a basic salary that the institution might provide because, practically speaking, I am coming from a very zero experience, but I will try my best and within my knowledge, within my practical sense to teach the students if I get a chance. And I think a basic salary is just fine. For me, what's important is for me, what's more important is to have this experience teaching students. I mean, to have this experience, like to grow up this community.
Okay.
But that's what I'm looking forward to.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Srijan. Now, next, since Parvez had joined a little while ago, I will ask Antora to come forward and I will request ma'am to start the interview.
Okay, so good afternoon, Antura. Sorry?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. So, Antura, is this your first interview?
Yes, ma'am.
Little bit nervous?
Yes. Because I'm not a good communicator and it's my first interview, so I was little quite nervous.
You're not a good communicator. You admit that.
Yes, ma'am.
Then how will you teach the students? Basic
Ma'am,
communication?
basically, today I'm come here because of that case. I learned something from here, and if future I am going for any interview, then it's comfortable, and that time I am comfortable with them. So that's the reason, ma'am. Today I'm join this
So-
mock interview.
So you are not interested in the job, right?
Yeah, no, ma'am.
You are
I'm
only interested in the experience.
Yes, ma'am. At first, experience is the most important thing, and if I never have any experience, then nobody take me as a professor or as a teacher.
So this is not a part of the interview, but I'm just saying that all the students who have come here or all the possible candidates who will appear in the interview, they have come here and they are considering this interview to be not a mock interview but a real interview, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So why do you consider it as a mock interview? You should have in your mind that this is a real interview going on, and both of us are there in the board and we are sitting on the other side of the table, and you are the candidate here. Think about that environment and then you answer the questions.
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
consider it as a mock interview. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Although it's
Of
a
course.
mock interview session, but don't consider it as a mock interview.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So again, coming back to the interview. So Antora, you are going to teach communication, right? Antara, can you just tell me what is the difference between intrapersonal communication and interpersonal communication?
I'm sorry.
What are we doing? What kind of communication is going on here? Is it interpersonal or interpersonal?
Interpersonal.
Intrapersonal.
Okay.
Okay, fine. We are moving on to the next question. Any one feature of communication? Don't focus on the basic
Learning.
definition of communication, but if you read a very good book, don't focus on the basic definition on communication. Okay, so if you read some books on communication, then you will find there are 7 C's of communication. Can you tell me one C at least of communication?
7 C's. Okay, ma'am. First of all, correct pronunciation, and clearing things that the manager should be easy to understand. Another thing is complete, ma'am. 7 C's is that it's clear, correct, complete. Just 3.
Only 3 you can recall. Absolutely fine. No issue, no issue. Relax. 7, 3 at least you can say. That is absolutely fine. Okay. So, have you gone through the syllabus once?
Yeah, ma'am, I was heard about it right now through those last participants. So, ma'am.
Okay. So, Antara, you are going to interact with the students who are from just after completing their high secondary, they have come to study engineering. And to get a job in any company, he should develop good communication skill, good presentation skill, basic official communication. Not the communication that we do follow in a literature class, but official communication, right? Now, if you find in the group that you deal in the class, if you find that the students have a lot of grammatical errors when they talk, or they don't have proper tense sense of this tense and other parts of speech, I can say, then can you suggest any such game or technique that can be used, that in a playful method you can teach them the basic sense of tense?
Like, ma'am, presentation skills.
Presentation will teach them basic sense of tense, right?
Yes, exactly, ma'am, through the presentation.
What is presentation, Antara?
Like, through this, I would focus on in this presentation, like spoken English, about pronunciation.
I want to know what is presentation.
Like, which type of presentation?
No, I want to know what is presentation. Presentation is a very essential part of communication, right?
Okay.
Every student has to know how to present themselves in any job interview, or any, they need to do interns. They will have to do some internship, okay, in the 7th semester. So when they do this internships, at that time they need to visit different companies, they need to get a opportunity there, they have to present themselves, their ideas they have to share, then only they will be recruited there, right? for maybe 3 months course they have to do for maybe 2 months. So presentation is very important. So
Yeah.
what is presentation? How do you teach
Basically-
presentation to the students?
Basically, ma'am, presentation means that it's a process where we would sharing information, ideas, or messages uh, with a clear audio or visual thing. So, ma'am, it's a presentation is a formal or informal way. Um, through this way, we can communicating ideas or information or opinion. So, ma'am, here we can use as a introduction classes like
Okay, that's fine. I can understand your knowledge about presentation. You know what is presentation. Very good. So, Antara, what is your expectation from us? I mean, what kind of salary you're expecting?
some basic salary which the institutes provide. So it's okay with me. Basically, I am a fresher. Um, so I was trying to join somewhere where we can where I was I get any experience. So it's okay with me the basic salary.
Okay, thank you so much, Antara.
Thank you,
Pritesh, you
ma'am.
may continue.
Okay, Antara. So, my questions will be more, in general, because you have been asked technical questions already. So, there is this one particular person in the classroom who is very troublesome. And how are you going to control that particular person who is always creating some trouble in the classroom? Should I repeat my
Hello.
question?
Yes, yes.
So, say suppose you are in the classroom. Your classroom has around 40 to 50 children, boys, girls, all. And there is this one particular person who is a mischievous person. He is creating trouble in the class. He is laughing, he is talking, he is looking at his phone. How are you going to control that person?
Okay. So at first, if any if I am taking a class and in 40 to 50, around 40 to 50 students are there. If one particular student is creating trouble or disturbing, then first I would to try understand the person um, and the reason why she or he is doing this kind of behaviors, and then after that I will go for immediately punishing the student.
You'll punish the student. How?
So
You'll punish. You said you'll punish the student. How? How will you punish?
basically, at first I will try to remind that student about the classroom rules and the regulation. If he or she break the thing, then I will go for you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Antara. Next is Parvez. Ma'am, it's over to you.
You start, sir, and then I will.
Okay, all right. So, Parvez, give a brief introduction
Yes,
about
sir.
yourself.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Briefly introduce
Okay, sir.
yourself.
Thank you for this opportunity. Yeah. So my name is Ikshai Parvez and I'm currently working as a language teacher in Hyderabad. like it's a CBSE private school, and I completed my master's recently, 2022, and I also done my graduation in English, and then I did my master's in English, and then I pursued some IIT courses like History of English Language and Literature. Then I have pursued courses like the criticism, literary criticism, and then I also earned a certificate from IIT Kanpur about soft skill enhancement course, and I got the elite certificate from there. And overall, I focus on the language skill as not a very mere or a kind of research or regular studies. I prefer to do it a very playful manner because we are not native to like English from our basic learning. Because students from various boards might come to us, and so I produce new techniques to address the student concern. I have also indulged myself to the different type of research as well, and I'm currently working on different fronts to come up with new techniques to teach students. That's it for my side, sir.
Okay, thank you for that introduction. You are going to teach basically, I mean, you'll start teaching Gen Z students. Um, do you
Yeah.
think do you think you are aware of the kind of vocabulary they use so that you could create an effective teaching environment?
Yeah, if I stop the cap and I can say, like, I'm a very Gen type of teacher, I would say. I mean, I'm very much into the social medias, the like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. TikTok is basically banned in India, so I cannot hop on that. But yeah, I like the Gen Z terminologies, and I am looking forward to include those like sincere kind of Gen Z terminologies in my classrooms as well.
What is the meaning of skibidi?
CBD is like a general response. It doesn't confine to a specific situation, but we can like CBD interview. If someone performs a little out of the tone, we can say CBD.
Okay, all right. So, are you aware of the syllabus of this institute, Parvez?
Yeah, I mean, I gave it a look, and overall, what I have understand that it generally focus on the reading, speaking, listening, and writing skills, and it majorly focus on the engineering and like a business kind of communication, and it also recommends some books to get confident about what we speak. And at its core, it's just like a formatted grammar, a little phonetics, a little touch of our own articulation, and that's it.
Okay, so since you have done some linguistic courses from some renowned places, can you tell me what is the
Yes, sir.
difference between phonetics and phonology?
Phonology and phonetics. Phonetics is the like is the study of the sound, and phonology is like when we delve into that what do you call phonology and phonetics. Phonetics is when we study the sound scientifically, but I cannot define the phonology right now. Sorry, sir.
Okay, all right. Over to you, ma'am. You can ask your questions.
Uh, Good afternoon, Parvez.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
It seems that you are quite confident with your answers.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks. I will take it as a compliment.
Okay, Parvez, you have done some significant courses from some premier institutes, and
Yes.
you are going to interact with the students who are coming from maybe very remote areas. For example, in an
Yeah.
engineering class, you won't get all the students from the city or from an urban background. The background will be, some will be from, definitely from the villages, and someone not aware of this Gen Z terms and anything. Okay? So,
Yeah, for
when
sure.
you get this kind of students in the class, do you think that the environment becomes challenging?
That's a very good question. I don't think that is a challenge. I will see to it as an opportunity. Now I want to share one of my personal experience over here that I'm going to incorporate in my classroom. I personally belong from a very very rural area, and I studied entirely in the state board, and then I merged to with like UGC kind of a thing, like from my graduation. So I will be empathetic to those students who are not very accustomed with Gen Z terminologies, and to feel the gap between the city culture and the rural culture. I will be working very hard. I mean, I will incorporate learnings that inculcate students among themselves that they will find a home there. They will talk to me. I will talk to them, and I will address different people with different tones, concerns, and motives. So that will immediately, I mean, not within a week, not within a month, but at least within a semester, that will somehow been resolved. And I will make the classroom as a home situation so that no student feel isolated.
That's fantastic. That's a very impressive answer.
Thank you.
Pritesh, I don't think I need to ask any more questions. I mean,
Okay,
I'm
all right.
perfect.
So we are also at the end of the hour. We wanted to wrap it up in an hour. We are on time. So first, I will request Lina ma'am to give her feedback on all the candidates one by one, starting from Sneha.
And that is Batullah.
Yes, Sneha Batulla.
Okay. So I might sound a bit harsh, but please don't take it in any negative way. So I am quite impressed with all the interviewees, and all are freshers, all a little bit nervous. But let me tell you one thing. When you are going for any interview, this is a very general observation. Everyone should be very confident, and please do not make them feel that I'm a fresher and I am a little bit nervous. This nervousness is always a negative point. If you are nervous, you are not a competent candidate. Point number one. Coming to Batullah. Batullah, you are extremely, your information and your body language is still like a student. It is not like an interviewee. You are not a prospective candidate. Someone who is going for an interview, especially to teach the students, the eye contact will be, expression of eyes will be, I am absolutely ready for the job. I did not get this in you. Your answers were perfect, but too bookish. When you are going for an interview for technical colleges, especially for communicative English, other factors are also come into play. That is the way you are presenting yourself, your accent, your pronunciation, your way of expression, and the eye contact. That confidence was not there in your expression. And when I said that what is the difference between soft skill and hard skill, in any soft skill class, this is the first thing that you have to address. Because these students, when they come to study in engineering colleges, the technical subjects, that is considered to be the hard skill. And when they come to soft skill, it is the communicative English, it is the body language, it is the presentation, it is the group dynamics, it is the empathy, the emotional intelligence. This everything comes under soft skill. So you can't, if you don't know, like Parvez, he doesn't know about phonology. So very smartly, confidently, he said that right now I can't remember phonology. That's the best way to answer. That's the best way. You don't know, that is not a crime. You don't know, you will not be given a negative point if you can say that directly that currently I don't remember it. But that is not a negative point. But, when you show your, diffident nature, when you show your nervousness, that suddenly you are taken aback because you can't answer the question, the difference between soft skill and hard skill, then that will not be added. That is considered to be something negative. You will not be considered to be a prospective candidate. Your competency will be questioned. Apart from that, Batullah, it's okay. You need to polish yourself a bit, but it's okay. Next, coming to Antara. No, Antara, Rupsha, I think said.
Yes,
Antara.
next was Rupsha.
Next was Rupsha. Rupsha, you have exposure in your life, right? You have worked in 2 institutes. Still, why you were so, so nervous? I did not get at all any confidence in your answer. Where is the energy? Where is the vibe? You are teaching soft skill. Have you ever seen Kalki Kochar in any kind of, when she's reading the news or when she's addressing the media? Have you ever seen her? Just look at her eyes. Just look at the voice modulation. Just see the accent, the way she is addressing. This is the best way to learn, communication and soft skill. You are going to teach soft skill, not English literature. An interview for a position of an assistant professor in any degree college is completely different. But when you're going to a technical college, your knowledge is definitely important. At the same time, how acceptable you are as a teacher in the class, that will be definitely evaluated in any interview. This used to be earlier. Otherwise, your approach is good. Only body language is you are nervous. You are nervous. It's the first time you're coming, you are nervous. No, you cannot show this. This is my first interview or second interview or third interview. That should not be shared in the interview process. And a slight smile, at the side of the lips. A slight smile. Whatever negative question comes to you, if you don't know the answer, but every time, you take it positively. That positivity should be there when you appear in an interview. Third, I'm coming to Antara. Antara, deliberately I asked you the question, how will you teach tense to the students? Because, there are certain grammatical mistakes when you communicate in English. And at the very outset, you said you are not a good communicator. Do you think after stating this, you will be considered anywhere in a degree college or in a technical college? We are teachers. Everyone doesn't have the gift of the gab. That is not the skill. Everyone do not have the same skill. But if I have taken a decision that I will become a teacher, I need to develop that skill. By hook or by crook, I have to develop that skill. And any kind of grammatical mistake will not be considered. Because you are going to teach communicative English. And another thing, the 7 C's of communication, you cannot say clear. That is clarity. Clarity, conciseness. These 7 C's of communication you should know. Interpersonal communication and interpersonal communication. You know the difference between intra and inter. So the basic common sense should be there when you're asked this question. What is the difference between intra and interpersonal communication? Every time we do it. So these are the basic things, when a literature student is asked this question, where you should know the difference between inter and intra. keep aside body language, keep aside the knowledge about communicative English or any other letter writing or notice writing or report writing or any other soft skill part, phonetics part. But these are the basic things that are asked. And what Pritesh sir has suggested, everyone should have some idea about the names of books that are generally followed. Next, coming to Srijan. Srijan, appearance, excellent. Body language, excellent. But in any interview, clarity and conciseness is observed by the interviewer. The clarity was not there to such an extent. You tried to say a lot of things, but in interview, especially if the interviewer is very cutthroat, he's going to stop you in between and he will intervene. So be very precise in what you want to say. Otherwise, it's perfect. Your approach is good, your thought process is good, what you want to do in the class with the students, it's good. And let me tell you, everyone, ice breaking, role play, group discussion, presentation. What is presentation? These 4 or 5 things everyone should know. Basic grammar is not asked, but this 4 or 5 things, it is generally asked. Then the proxemics. I was interviewed. When I appeared for that interview, I was asked about proxemics and all the the points, the distance that you have to. What is the intimate one? Then the professional distance, official distance. This distance, the meters that are followed, that you have to know. This knowledge should be there in you. Next, I'm coming to Parvez. Parvez is, I will say, absolutely perfect. I mean, you are ready for the interview. You are absolutely ready for the interview. Only thing is, since the video was a little bit blurred, I couldn't look at your eyes properly. But overall, your answers were excellent. And it's a little bit hazy, so I couldn't look properly at you. Your eye contact was very good.
That is because of my phone camera. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe because it's a technical issue, so we can't solve it here. But overall, expression was very good. I mean, if I am one of the interviewer, I'm telling you, I might sound a bit harsh, but I am going to give the highest 4 marks to Parvez, and the next marks will go to Srijan. Okay, so this is a clear judgment of the entire mock interview. So thank you very much, Pritesh, for giving me this opportunity. Once again, I was back to my soft skill class. I was back to my mock interview sessions in Narula Institute of Technology. So it was really a very engaging session, and all the candidates are very, very, they're very serious and very focused. This much I can tell you. Very good. Your
Yes.
students are very good.
I did not introduce Dr. Leena Bhaduri to you before the interview for obvious reasons. In an interview, you might not know who is going to take your interview. Okay. So she is a veteran teacher who has taught for like 14 years in Narula Institute of Technology.
No,
Was it
10 years.
10 years? Okay. So she is the best person to judge candidates for a post of assistant professor in an engineering institute, and she is so gregarious, she is so generous that she had given so much time, and she is presently in a college in Uttar Dinajpur.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and that too has been like 8 years now. So she has an illustrious
Or about to be 10 years.
about to be 10 years, and she has an illustrious career of 18-20 years, and whatever evaluations she had done, try to improve upon them. Now what I would tell Srijan, or Antara has some issues, she had to leave. Srijan was saying that I do not have any exposure. Exposure does not matter, Shujan, as you understood, because you are the second in line. Parvez gets, yes, I have also marked you guys in terms of marks. So Parvez gets the highest, followed by Srijan, followed by Sneha and Antara. They are on the same plank, and the least is secured by Rupsha. And the reasons have already been very clearly defined by Lina ma'am. So work on it. You still have a day, and Parvez or Srijan, do not become cocky. Parvez, you should not say that's a good question. People in the interview would come at you like anything. Don't say that. That means you're overconfident. Okay, so it's not a
Yeah, that,
yeah.
that I forgot, in the one point I need to highlight for Srijan. Srijan, a little bit of overconfidence is there in your body language. If this
All
is,
right, man. I'll keep it in
perceived
mind.
by the interviewer, you don't know how they are going to, there is like excoriating the skin. They're going to do that in the interview. You don't know how harsh they can become and how cutthroat they can become. You can be humiliated. You might feel humiliated at that time. So better don't show their overconfidence. But confidence is okay in Srijan. But little bit of overconfidence was there in the body language. That's
All
all
right,
from
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I'll try to keep this in mind.
Yes, thank you so much. And I do not have any other feedback for the candidates except for just a few things. Rupsha, your pronunciations of the institutes you worked at were not clear. In fact, Srijan heard that you are doing your PhD from Harvard, but you said from Bardhaman. So make your pronunciations a little clearer. Um, and Antara is not here, but I would say that Antara has been saying yeah instead of, this is a very small thing, but as ma'am is saying, these are the things that the interviewers will pick up. What you are saying.
Antara said the filler key.
Oh yes. So these things
Key.
will be taken up. Otherwise, yes, as ma'am has evaluated, take this feedback into consideration. I am providing you with the notes of the meeting, of the transcript of the entire meeting. I'll provide you with the recording as well. Go through it and utilize whatever Lina ma'am has said. So thank you, Lina ma'am, for your time. There is, I cannot say how much
It's my
grateful I
pleasure.
am to you. Actually,
It's my pleasure.
actually, all of these, other than Srijan, are my kind of direct students, and I just want them to succeed, and that's why I brought the big guns, Lina ma'am. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. You may leave the meeting. So can Lina ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.